Hey, this is DizzyPW with On RPG and MMO HUD, and we're starting up our Day 2 coverage of PAX Prime. And here we have a member of the Funcom team who's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on over there, a little bit about Secret World, a little bit about Age of Conan. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Craig Morrison, and I'm the creative director for the Montreal studio for Funcom. And we're here this week to talk a little bit about what's happening with Secret World and Age of Conan. Given the news the last couple of weeks, obviously, that Secret World hasn't performed as well as we'd like in terms of sales, and that unfortunately we had to have some staff on temporary layoffs. But we're here to remind people that there's still update schedules going ahead, that the games are going to continue kicking and fighting and moving on and introducing new updates. So yesterday, both for the Secret World and Age of Conan, we announced new update series that are coming for the games over the next couple of months and into the new year to kind of remind people that yes, you know, we're still going to be fighting on and we're still going to be working to add some great new content to the games.
And speaking of that content, can you tell us a little bit about what's coming next? I mean, what's it called? When's it coming out? What's it going to be?
Yeah, in terms of the Secret World are going to continue each of their new issues. So the first issue already came out, and players have really well received that, new stories, new thing. And then the next issue is coming out in the next couple of weeks, and that includes the new rocket launcher, auxiliary weapon, which I think players are really looking forward to getting their hands on and trying.
I know my writing staff they were just blowing up the boards after they saw it at Gamescom.
Yeah, it's a great update. You know, it's a new auxiliary weapon, so it adds in on top of the existing weapons that players already have access to. And then they'll be keeping to their monthly issue schedule, kind of keeping in the comic book format where there'll be new issues with new quests and new missions and new interesting investigation stuff to do in each and every update as the game moves forward.
And then for Age of Conan?
For Age of Conan, we've just announced the next playable area for the game, which is going to be under the name of the Secrets of the Dragon's Spine, which brings a new playable area to the game. So one massive new outdoor playfield it's on the border between Stygia and Kashan, so our players will know where that is. And then there's a series of dungeons off of that area, a new PvP area, a new raid area, a new solo dungeon, new team dungeons, and all of that content will be delivered for free to premium players over starting in October and rolling all the way through the rest of the year.
And speaking of updates, for the people not in the know, can you talk about how Age of Conan is evolving through some server technology you guys developed for the Secret World?
Yeah, we have the single server technology in the Dreamworld engine, which runs the Secret World. And now that it's out and it's live and people are using it and, the Secret World gets to benefit from that technology. So that allows us to then take it and kind of port it back into Age of Conan. And we have a lot of really interesting ideas into how to use that. And we're really only scratching the surface of it so far. At a fundamental level, at the top part, it just means that players are able to play with each other really freely, and kind of it does away with the old idea of servers and this is where you are and you're locked and you can't move and play with your friends. With the single server technology, it allows players to switch really easily. And then as a further extension, not in the near future, but we're looking like a year out and further developments of it, we could even maybe do things where we allow players to define their own server sets. So if you want to play with just your friends, we could maybe allow systems where players can create their own private instances of servers, so when they want to do certain pieces of content, they can play with their friends, or they might make a group for all the baseball fans from Minnesota are all playing together, and they can join that group, and then different server groups and then when they need to, the beauty of the single server technology is for things like mini game queues or mass PvP, the servers can pull from all of those different communities and fill the communal content from the central pile of players. They get the benefit of playing in small communities with people they know, but they also get the benefit of when they need to, being able to pull from the larger queue. So there's lots of people in the PvP minigames or the mass PvP, so it kind of gives us the best of both worlds. So there's a lot of really cool stuff that we can do with that technology, and we're really looking forward to seeing how we can implement it.
This all sounds really exciting. Do you have any last thoughts for our viewers?
Secret World, you can try the free trial. It's available now. 3-day free trial. You can just go to the website, sign up, check the game out for yourselves. Don't take our word for it. Go try it yourself. It's one of the best user review scored games at the moment. 8.4 on Metacritic from our own players. And that in many ways means as much as if not more than the reviews that we get from the press, is that the players that are playing the game love it, and we need them to evangelize and spread the word and tell people that it is a great game. And yes, it's a bit different. There's no levels, there's no classes, there's investigation missions.
It's about time something was.
There's investigation missions that make you think, and there's this really cool game world. It's a modern setting with a brand new IP, with the secret societies, conflict right at the center of it, and just go try it out and tell your friends and get people to come and try and play the game so that we can continue making this really unique and interesting game and develop it into the future.
And if you guys would like to learn more about the secret world, be sure to check out On RPG's writer Ardua. He does a weekly column called Faithless is He, and he'll keep you on the loop on everything going on with the company. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Enjoy the show.